In 2001, there'd be some stirring wins by Hawthorn, but my favourite was the round 17 match against Carlton, and it went right down to the wire. This was third against fourth on the ladder, and the Blues were in command at the last break. In fact, I reckon they thought they had it in the bag.
It's a 20-point buffer held by Carlton. A win tonight, and they will move to third spot on the ladder, so there's plenty to play for. Plunkett almost a high tackle, but play goes on. Mansfield eyes on the ball. He had to wait for the Hordes to come at him, and they did. Dixon, Barlow, they need the first one here. Barlow kicks to full forward. Oh, the mark not taken by Thompson. He might get another opportunity like that as McKay tries to farm it out to Hickmont. Doesn't get clear. Green had it and lost it. Thompson goes again. Got a call over the back from Lord. Good Lord, they say on Sunday, and he's done it. 4 goals to Aaron Lord, and the Hawks are still here at the G.
Ruck work being done by Allen, Franchina, and eventually During. Well done in the finish. Franchina's left foot kick is a bit of an up and under. Houlihan, still Houlihan away from Tallis. Found a little bit of space, got the handball back. Hickmott short kick all right. Camporelli uses the ball pretty well normally. On this occasion falls short. So the chances with Green again, he's playing it fairly well since coming on the ground. McCabe's kick misses everyone except for Crode. Bradley there to try and keep it alive for the Blues. Plunkett is well tackled there by Chick. That's throwing the ball surely. The umpire not prepared to award the free kick. Dixon is there, handball long into the path of Leckers. Leckers goes for goal, and the Hawks are in this game. Leckers has kicked a goal. Angelo Leckers kicks his first goal at the 9-minute mark of the last term, and the margin is just 9 points in favour of the Baggers.
Well, great tackling. They've turned it around. The Blues have been doing this all game and making the Hawks pay. Well thought out by Trent Crode then, and Dixon, a long handball into the path. A lucky bounce back to Leckers so he didn't have to change stride. And they are back in this game. 9 points the difference.
Johnny Worsfold on the right, Stephen Kernahan in the middle, Wayne Britton on the left, back in the middle. We've got a grand contest unfolding once again. Plunkett tries to get it out of the centre. Can the Blues reply? Normally they've been very good at that. Lappin got a hand to it, but that was all. Houlihan goes for goal, tries to bend it back, but not quite enough. One behind. 12-14, 12-4.
And Dougie, it looks like Ian Prendergast has come back on the ground.
You're right, Shorey. The mail was that his finger was no good. It was fractured, but he's back on the ground. Good luck to the young fella.
Well, he's got it heavily gloved. McCabe takes the kick in the back pocket. Well, they're stretched to the limit too off the bench. Leckers. 13.5 minutes remaining in this game. Tallis. Smith. Joel cruises over the top to Green. He's done well.
Had 24 possessions since coming off the bench.
To McCabe. Well, he was one of the link men in that last little chain. He went from one end of the ground straight into the middle, provided a hand pass, and was a telling factor. Look at Plunkett, ridden into the ground by Woods, and I mean ridden into the ground.
Can you feel the momentum shift, Robbo?
Yeah, well, I thought that when Ange Christou had that flying shot at goal, if that had gone through, it becomes 26. Yep. All of a sudden, the Hawks have gone back. I mean, they've got to get the next goal, obviously. They've still got to get to the front. They trail by 10 points.
52,472 fans here at the MCG. Nice crowd for a Sunday afternoon. Crawford.
Gee, the tackling's still ferocious, isn't it, eh?
Apparently had his name taken earlier in the day.
Very similar to the game on Friday night.
Yeah.
Just a contest all night.
Chick doing the ruck work. Hickmont onto the left boot. Goes up towards the 50. Houlihan can't get there in time, however. Graham will get that big left foot going here, and he'll swing the Hawks into attack. Away he goes. The Leeds come charging out. The Blues have got the numbers, but they haven't got the footy at the moment. Barker gets ridden into the ground, and he'll get the free kick. He's between centre and half forward. Well, this could be a telling thrust forward. John Barker.
Wasn't much doubt there, was there?
9 kicks, couple of hand passes, half a dozen marks. Not as influential as last week. What's he going to do? Well, he's going long. In towards the pocket. He's inside 50 and Christou smashes over the line. The umpire says you just throw it in.
Well, I think that's a bad kick, because if you mark the ball there, the averages of kicking the goal or converting are pretty poor. Kick it to the top of the square, you put defenders under enormous pressure.
Yep, you need to be Brett Ratton if you're going to kick it from there. And use the old check side. Thompson over the back. Has he given someone a chance going past? Graham is there, Chick is there, but so too is Brantley. And he gets it away to Manton, and Glenn Manton will steady the Carlton defence down.
Well, he had to, because there was no one to kick to once again, and he's got to go very wide. And out there, he finds Prendergast, which this is going to be a good test for this young fella's character, because if he's got a badly injured hand, to come back onto the ground and do a job. It was a good kick too, onto the chest of Lappin. But Tony, development of young players, it's another step, isn't it, in the right direction for Ian Prendergast. Matthew Lappin kicks in towards the full forward area. Allen couldn't take it. Ratton can. Ratton kicks to the danger zone as far as the Hawks are concerned, and the mark is taken by Fletcher. Another young boy that has taken no, or has not accepted rejection, this young fella. Played with the Geelong Falcons. I think his father, Gary, had a lot to do with the Geelong team, and he was on their list, told to go elsewhere, and is now doing a pretty good job and could kick a very important goal here. He's kicked the goal. But actually, in a 2-out situation, it was a pretty good mark there by Simon Fletcher, and he gets the Blues' 13th goal.
Well, I felt for Stephen Green. I don't think Stephen Green has matured yet physically, Robbo. He's just, well, skin and bone, as they say, but the kick had a little bit more on it from Ratton from a standing start, and you could just see he just wasn't involved in that contest because he wasn't strong enough and big enough. At least Fletcher's had 2 years, I think nearly 2 or 3 years at Carlton now, so he would have done a few pre-seasons with weights, but I felt for Stephen Green on that occasion.
10.5 minutes remaining in the quarter. Fletcher gets his first goal. And again, the Blues have a little bit of breathing space. Hickmott got it out from the bottom of the pack. The Hawks need the next one. Rawlings goes with a high bomb up towards the half-forward line. No one at home. Glenn Manton. Allen has been used on and off the bench today, but he's easing his way back in.
He's had more touches since he's come on with the broken hand than he did when he broke it.
Ian Prendergast you're talking about. And here he goes up towards the pocket. Big fly.
That's a good mark.
Oh, gee, Rawlings again. To Woods. They change direction. Switch play to the other side of the ground. Where's Jimmy Plunkett? We couldn't quite get there. If it sits, the Hawks could be in business here. Gets the call to go back to Green. He'll just chip it over the top towards Clark, and he's got the mark. The two lookalikes. Tim Clark, the lead is on. That's better. Barker, too far out to score. But drifting down on the 50 was Green. He plays on. He's 46 metres from home. The youngster goes for goal, and he keeps Hawthorn in the game. A beauty from Stephen Green and Tim Clark. The youngsters combining.
It was great play, wasn't it? Because he was down here, I'm sure, initiating the play from the start.
Well, it was great play because he just had a mark taken on him and his opponents kicked the goal. And from just outside 50, he just got a little bit of momentum when he received the ball. Well, that was a good thing. He didn't have to go back and kick over the mark. As you can see here, someone's come to the mark and didn't do it well, Mansfield. Had to keep him to the boundary line.
Not too many blokes with their first goal in senior football have kicked better ones than that.
Now that goal by Stephen Green has pulled the Hawks back to within 10 points once again. So important centre clearances now. From now till the end of the game, you would think. Chick, run down by Hickmott, gets the hand pass out to Crawford. He's able to steady the ship to a certain degree. Kicks into the forward flank area where Joel Smith is marked. Back onto the left. The kick in towards half forward. The bounce was good for Allen. It's clean bowled him. Plunkett went after it. Oh, there's a free kick to the Hawks, surely. Didn't have the ball. It might have been Chick. Fletcher's there. He's caught with the ball. Still the umpire not prepared to blow the whistle. He won't have to. Dixon's taken to the ground by Plunkett. And now he'll blow the whistle. and the umpire will bounce.
Oh, look at those supporters. Have a quiet Sunday afternoon at the footy.
Well, I think that was good umpiring on that occasion. You've got to give him time to get rid of the ball. Every player, I think he played for that free kick. You couldn't do anything else if you're a Christou, then Thompson then.
8.5 minutes left in the game. Carlton lead by 10 points. Bradley wide. Fletcher, Mackay. Mackay bangs it forward. Opportunity, Franchina, run down by Crawford. Got the kick away, Lappin. Mark taken by Rawlings.
He's taken a couple of good grabs. Jade Rawlings. Just about every player in one half of the ground at the moment. This is Tim Clark. Back to Rawlings. Still on centre wing. Players swarming everywhere like bees.
Oh, well done.
Franchina marks and steadies for Christou. Now they've got to get going. There's nothing down forward. Tallis chops it off. He's got Graham. He's off. He's off. Couldn't get round onto the left foot in time, so Christou will get another crack at it. Can't pick it up cleanly. They go to ground. It is tough and hard in there at the moment, but it's still up for grabs this game. Tallis into the centre. He's got Thompson there. Thompson's away. 65 metres out. Gets onto a drop punt. A high ball into full forward. Crode was a flyer. Couldn't take the mark. Where are the Crummers? Chip to the line. Touched over the line. One behind. One behind. Boy. 13-5.
You've got to admire Hawthorn's character. I mean, a couple of times they've looked as though they've been right out of this game, but oh dear, there, if Crode had got his boot to it, it is only then, 3 points the difference?
Yeah. 9 points the margin at the moment.
Oh!
Now I want you to come round for dinner. I'll see you at 7:30. Not. Beaumont.
Still plenty of time left, Sandy, 7 minutes.
Yep, no. Not a problem as far as time's concerned. Franchina.
Oh, that's a
Who's going to run it out? Who's going to buckle under the pressure? Pushed wide to the line. There'll be a little bit of time here as Crawford will see it over.
I reckon Ratton got his boot to that too, to just kick it clear.
It had to go over the boundary line.
Did, yep. Shane Crawford on screen. He's had 26 possessions and kicked a goal. Camporelli 24, yet to kick a goal. Leading goal kickers, Aaron Lord has kicked 4, Stephen Silvani has kicked 4. That's Joel Smith with the football, Adrian Hickmott, the Carlton player, and the umpire will bounce. Christou coming off the ground. Who will go on? Jordan During. Chris Connolly, the Hawthorn coach for the day. The players have done Chris Connolly proud, but Chris won't be happy unless they can get a win. Hawthorn have got a free kick. It looks as if it's against Hickmott, and it'll go to Joel Smith. 9 points the margin. Joel Smith to kick the Hawks to within scoring range. Mark taken by Manton.
Now that is a great mark because Graham was by himself because During had just come on the ground.
He finds Bradley.
Could go to Plunkett.
The Blues by 9. Yeah, he's got Jimmy short.
Just got to work your way up the ground now. You can still keep chipping. I know it's a long way to go. Just till you get a free man, you can run through the lines.
Well done. He spotted him. He actually balked that kick.
He did. During. Long towards Silvani. That's got to be a free kick, surely.
You kid. Oh, I didn't think he blew the whistle.
No. It's coming back. It's coming back.
It's a goal, isn't it?
It's coming
No,
back.
he didn't pay advantage.
All the way back.
Gee, that's undisciplined in the state of the game when they've worked their way back into it as Matty Allen comes off the field.
Trent Houghton goes back on. Here's Steve Silvani. 4 goals to Stephen Silvani today. 4 goals to the fullback of the century.
Would he get the distance, Tony? Do you think it'd probably stretch him, won't it, late in the game?
He'll be tired and older legs. He's been a great player, though. Never doubt him.
I reckon he might get it from 52 metres. Well, he's gone for the doctor and he's just pulled it a little left. No addition to the score. Hawthorn hangs on. time rapidly becoming an enemy.
Oh, look at this.
5.5 left. Barker. He's a long way from those goals that he loves. He goes long. He's going to be outnumbered here. The Blues having the numbers. Chick's got to work on 2. Bradley buffeted out. Franchina tries to take one out as well. Eventually they lock it up and force a bounce just in Hawthorn's attacking zone.
Gee, Craig Bradley had to be smart there, because if he kept that Hawthorn player away from the marking contest, he was going to be penalised.
Shepherd.
13-5 the Hawks, 13-14 the Blues. 9 points, Carlton's lead, Sandy, with 5 minutes left.
I'm glad you're strapped in. From the bounce, Camberelli gets the hand pass away to Plunkett. He kicks down towards Silvani and Hay. Hay may take advantage of that little flick. He does with a hand pass now. On they go. Could this be a thrust forward down towards centre half forward? Chopped off by the young man who's got
He's
the
had 3 touches this young bloke. Yeah,
this
my
is
word.
Prendergast. That left hand heavily strapped. We understand he's got a fractured bone.
He's telling him what to do now too.
Well, he's pretty fresh, Robbo.
Good kick.
Tell you what, he's got some distance in that, hasn't he? Oh, just plucked that one. Well, that's what he should have done 2 minutes ago. Jonathan Hay.
Play on.
Does so now to Dixon. They're still on the half-back line. During a partial smother, not enough. Rawlings goes back again. They're out of the immediate danger zone and into the centre. Here's an opportunity now. Smith goes long and high. They need a mark in the forward line. They go on!
It's a good one too.
Trent Crode. 45 metres out. 45-degree angle.
Gee, it gets back to just 1 kick if he dobs this. 4 minutes left.
What odds do you want, Shorey? What odds do you want him kicking this one?
Look, he should kick. You should kick it at this level of football, but can be quite erratic sometimes in his kicking, Trent. Let's hope he dobs it so we can have a close one.
Tell you what, I hope Schwabby's just taking it easy if he's still in hospital watching this. So he can get the old heart palpitating. Oh, he's floated that through, and the Hawks are still in this game. Trent Crode gets his first.
Great character by the Hawthorn side. They trailed by in excess of 20 points when Ange Christou had a flying shot from mid-air, hit the post, and they've come back now to within 3 points.
Well, it's going to come down to scoring shots. Carlton still had 9 more scoring shots, but they haven't blown them away, and that was the problem early. They started to fall down across half forward, Robbo. Steve Silvani pushed up the ground, and Hay has been fairly good a couple of times, even though he gave that free kick away a little bit earlier.
Well, the dice, which way does it go? The centre bounce now important. 3 points, Carlton's lead. Centre clearance is also important. Houghton gets in, puts his body between his opponent and the ball. Kicked away by Chick, but the mark taken by Hickmott. Should he go wide? Camperelli has provided a target. So has Ratton. He'll go to Ratton. If the kick covers the distance, it does, and Ratton marks. Down to 3.5 minutes left. They really have to score, you would think, the Carlton side. His kick goes in the direction of Mansfield. He couldn't take the mark, but he's advantaged. Then he gets his right foot to the ball and kicks into the pocket. Lappin, does he trap it? Yes, it's underneath there somewhere, close to the line. And the umpire will call for a bounce. 3 minutes left in the game. Carlton lead by 3 points. They led by in excess of 20. And Cooter, you've got every reason to be concerned now when it was probably a comfortable seat about 8 minutes ago.
A late withdrawal. Koutafidis, Freeborn also out of the Carlton lineup. Plunkett, long kick, good centering kick, a mark. No, play on. Still in the danger zone. Hickmott tried to get the hand pass out to Plunkett. He's taken to the line. A throw in once more, but it's deep in Carlton's attacking zone, and they are the leaders. Leading by 3 points. So close to being a mark then. To Franchina. And the result there. Really doesn't affect the scoreboard at the moment. Houghton are behind.
That's a good point for the Hawks.
It is, because they got the ball, haven't they?
Bring the ball back out, yeah.
You can see this going fairly well down the centre, I'd say.
Long and direct. 2 minutes remaining. They need a mark. They needed someone down in front. Joel Smith almost had his head taken off. He's got to be free kick. The advantage is paid. Is it going to turn out to be an advantage? A good catch by Barker. Got players streaming down the ground now. Chick saying go long. He does, up towards right half forward. Fletcher gives chase towards Leckis. Can't keep it in play. And we've got a throw in. But down under 2. It's in Hawthorn's attacking zone.
Good play by Leckis, and he got the ball back very quickly to the boundary umpire.
Well, they've just got to keep it in, don't they? Fletcher to Beaumont. Beaumont, as he coughed it up, it's gone back towards the middle. He has. Nathan Thompson kicks it across the half-forward line. It's not really the kick that he was looking for. Barlow took his eye off the ball. McKay's got him. It spills to the back of the pack. Jimmy Plunkett goes for the safety of the boundary line. He's kicked it out on the full. It's covered a metre too far. And quickly onto the ball is Clark. Clark plays on, lobs it in the air to Hawthorn. Mark. Barlow can kick a goal and put the Hawks in front by 2 points.
He was their hero last week. He booted 5. Can he do it again with this kick?
Now, normal percentages, I think, would be 15 yes, 85 no from that angle.
He's going for goal. He'll kick the distance and he'll kick it behind. Now the Blues have got possession of the ball. 3 points the margin, 1 minute left.
Robbo, can I hand the votes to you, please?
No, it's a difficult one because there's been some very good contributors from both sides.
Let's watch this. Bradley, the old master here.
He'll go back, won't he?
Yeah, he has to now.
Just steady it down. He's got Manton there if he wants.
He's got Rice.
Right across to Rice. And he'll use Rice. And he's got Hectares.
Go to Mansfield.
There's another bounce here. Yeah, he'll go towards the line and Malcolm.
It's not a good kick.
Bounces clean through him, but it's a throw-in that has been forced, and the clock has ticked down to 40 seconds.
That is a very bad kick in the context of the game, because if they keep possession, they waste another 15 to 20 seconds.
Carlton by 3 points. Graham tried to pluck it out of the air. Ratton had him locked up, as only Ratton can. Houghton tried to pluck it. Stolen. Here goes Thompson. This is the last roll of the dice. They need a mark. They need something spectacular. They don't get it. It's smashed down towards McKay. He steadies with a hand pass to Mansfield. Another one to Plunkett. Oh, was it Doering? He gets claimed. It was Doering.
You cannot believe that young fella lost the plot there.
Chick plays on. Seconds only remaining. They've got to take a mark. Yeah! Dixon has taken a mark with 5 seconds remaining.
The siren will go.
Oh dear, what a climax to round 17.
Surge has gone mad.
The floor manager, we understand, has leapt from the top of the MCG stand. But let's go back to Ben Dixon. He booted 43 goals last year. He kicked 5 last week. He's got 3 today. Wayne Britton can do nothing as he makes his way down to the ground.
What a moment in your football career, in your life.
This to win the game. What a spectacular comeback this would be too, because Carlton did look to be cruising.
They did.
Dixon with 8 or 9 Carlton players all around him on the mark. They look doing a war dance. This is crazy, he says. He shoots for goal. He kicks the goal, and Hawthorn wins the game. Unbelievable scenes here at the MCG. Ben Dixon is the hero. Oh, and Chris Connolly, welcome to the coach's box.
Ben Dixon, you hero. The Hawks home by 3 points.